Right, hi everyone. Let's get stuck in. So this week I'm going to talk to you about blogs and how to get a blog up on your website. Let's just quickly think about why you might want a blog. You might have some kind of online business where the core of your business is to blog, and which means to you know what blogs are like, just telling a story or giving information in a nice, clean way for people to understand. And it's you may have it as a part of your business because you attract people to your website with your blogs. Maybe as your primary function of your website is to have blogs on there, and that may be advertising something that you're marketing, or it might be something that you're maybe got using Google AdSense or other ways of revenue, earning an income from your website, or maybe you're selling products and you're attracting people to your website through your blogs, and the primary purpose of your website is to actually sell products. So there are a number of ways that you might be, a number of reasons why you might have a blog, and I'm going to show you how reasonably simple it is to do. It's a little bit time consuming. The hardest bit is actually writing the blog, obviously doing the research, or maybe just if you already know your stuff, just typing the blog out, making it nice and clean, and making it look good to publish to the World Wide Web and get it out to the world. So I gave in my meeting invite the nine steps I could think of to get your blog up and running from the beginning. So we will go into those 9 steps and we'll get a blog made, and I'll actually do one on my website. I'll share screen and show you how to do it on the website, on my website. So first of all, of course, you've got to, well, I'm presuming you already have a website. If you don't, then websites are pretty easy to buy and to have hosted. Lots of hosting companies here at SFM and Mentors. We have, as part of the membership, you have they host a website for you, and that's how I'm going to show you with my website when I do my blog. But there are other ones out there as well. There's big ones like Wix, and WordPress is a major platform, and different people host on WordPress. So there are plenty of different ways you can do it. Okay, let's go number 1. So what is your intention from the blog? You're sharing ideas. I already covered that, right? So when for my case study, I've got a case study, my passion project, my homeschoolproject.com, which you may have seen in my emails to you. The intention of that website is to attract people to the website and offer information for kids' education. And I've called it my homeschool project because we have my eldest is homeschooling this year. So it's like a hub of all the information that we're finding and we're using by doing homeschooling. So it's attracting people who are interested in homeschooling. And part of that will be blogs. I've also got blogs on my other website, my buildmylifestyle.net website. I put in blogs on there. And I used to have over 100 blogs on my buildmylifestyle.com website, which I was building up over the last couple of years. So think about why you're doing a blog and what is your intention of the blog. Is it to advertise a product or a service, or is it to tell a story, or is it to give information about something? What is the primary purpose of the blog? Give that a bit of thought, maybe pen and paper, or I tend to put it on the computer, just a few notes, just so you know where you're going, so you know where your focus is going to be. And of course, the solution to a problem, that's a good one, because really we go to the internet, we use the internet a lot for, especially blogs and YouTube, for finding solutions. Often it's how-to things, how to mend a leak, how to install this. Maybe your blog's doing that sort of thing as well. So that's the first one, your primary intention. What are you trying to achieve by doing this blog? And I'll probably be in the theme of what your website is about, that your blog is on. Okay, number 2, think of a catchy title. Now, when you have a blog, a bit like an email, when I'm sending out emails, if the title of the blog is not interesting, then people will just overlook it and move on. And of course, you want to attract people to read your blog because your blog has an intention, whether it's to market a product or give a solution, or even just to attract people to your website. So that there's always an intention. And so you need to have a catchy title, something that creates interest. It doesn't want to be, I don't like those titles that are like, they call it clickbait, where it sounds really exciting, you know, how to make $1 million, or something that's you really, or something like this person did something stupid, and you go, oh, what's that? That's interesting. The title of your blog must indicate what your blog is about, so you don't attract the wrong sort of people and you don't waste people's time. But at the same time, it's got to be interesting. And the way to do that is to one of the best ways is to do questions, how to, or statements like how to. Questions like, what's the best way to do this? Why would you want to do this? Why do you think, why is this important? How to do this? So statements or questions which they invoke curiosity. So you're thinking, to the person reading it, thinking, well, that'd be interesting. I'd like to know about that, and I'd like to find out how. Often numbers are good, especially odd numbers. This is all, some of it sounds a bit weird, but it's just the way it is. 3 reasons why defleeing your dog is important. I just made that up, whatever. 3 reasons why, 5 reasons why, 5 steps to. My email to you was how to publish your Dazzling blog. Right, Dazzling sounds interesting, so it's more like it's for people to read it in 9 simple steps. 9 steps, what could they be? Right, and then obviously that's what my email is about. And same with the blog. So my blog will be how to publish your Dazzling blog in 9 simple steps, because people are like, oh, okay, I'd like to publish a blog. How do I do that? And there's 9 steps. Okay, what are those? So people want to read it, and that attracts them. So that's my point 2. That's the first interface with the audience is the title. So make it sound interesting. Okay. So write the blog, the problem, the solution, the solution offered, and how you'll feel afterwards. So this is a typical way. There are a few different ways that you can write a blog. You don't just want to just put your information, because the idea of anything, an email or a blog, the idea of the first line, the idea of the title, the subject line, is to get people to read the blog, right? Then the idea of the first line of your blog is to encourage them to read the second line. So it always has to be interesting and have some kind of structure there. And a good way to do it, which is a standard format I tend to use, is firstly explain the problem. So I have three parts here: the problem, the solution, and what it'll be like afterwards. That's quite a typical way to write a blog. If you read blogs, you'll probably see this kind of structure in a lot of them. So what is the problem? Well, I'd like to know how to do blogs, how to write blogs, how to publish them, how easy is it, how tricky, how much do I need to do, how much do I need to learn, whatever. So that's the problem somebody might have. So then you explain the problem, so people read it and go, yeah, okay, I understand that. That's yeah, I relate to that. That's why I'm reading the blog. Yeah, it's interesting. I'll keep going. Then you go on to the solution, which is what I'm giving you right now, the 9 steps. So your blog will have those 9 steps in there, nicely clearly laid out, and so the audience reads through that, and it gives them information they're looking for, that they came here for, that the title brought them to. And the final one is afterwards. So the afterwards. So how will they feel once they know that they understand the problem, because that's a problem they have. They understand the solution offered because of the 9 steps are there in this case. And then the final, how they feel afterwards. Well, so now you can go out and publish your blogs that you want to share with the world. You can this is how you can write the blogs and share them, put them on the World Wide Web so everyone can see them. And you just sort of put it in a nice way that how they will feel afterwards, how they will have had this problem, you've given them a solution, and how they're going to feel afterwards. So they're the 3 kind of major steps. If you're doing a blog on, like when I'm doing one about online business, the problem might be having to go to a job they don't enjoy. That's the problem. The title will point to that problem. That's the problem. Solution offered will be online business is the answer, because you can be your own boss and work from home. So that's the solution. Obviously, quite a few more words than that. And I'll also cover here the number of words. You want at least 300, more than 400 really. 500, 400 or 500 is pretty good for a normal sort of blog. And you can go into 1,000 plus if you want to really flesh it out and have a really good blog. So online business, then how do you feel afterwards? Well, if you do have an online business, you'll feel great because you are the boss. You're in control of your time, your income, and you don't have to deal with all these problems you have with the job you have at the moment. So you'll feel great. You're creating the freedom in your life, and then that'd be the how you feel afterwards. So just a few examples there. Let me just have a quick sip. So that was point 3. Now, what I should be doing is sharing a screen, shouldn't I? So I'm going to show you this. So let me do a share screen, and we'll quickly go through this as well. So I'll go to do share screen, share this one. Okay, share. So you should now be able to see my screen, which is quite messy. Right. So I'm going to show you inside Mentors, which is the program that I promote for online business, because that's the one I use and I love it. Inside Mentors, we go to no, I'm not going to show you Mentors. That's a different part. Sorry. I'm going to go to my website. So here's my website. This is the back end. This is the builder, the website builder. Right. So in here there are 2 major parts for doing your web pages. There's one called Pages, which is your home page and those kind of pages, the about page, that sort of thing. And then there's the posts, which are actually in a different section. So we go to all posts. You should just go straight to add new. It's always a little bit slow when I'm on Zoom. Okay. So here we are. Add a title. How an online business I might just make stuff up, gives you your best life. Right, bit of a fluffy title, but it's a how title, so it's quite engaging because people go, online business, how's it going to give me my best life? That's interesting. Somebody who's interested in this sort of thing will find this very interesting and want to read the post. And then we put in the content. So we've got the catchy title. So we've got the problem solution. I'm not going to go into this because I'll be here ages watching me type, which is not very exciting. And problem, what is there What is their problem? So you give that in detail, then we go into the solution. Solution, can't spell. This is my solution, and then afterwards, how they will feel. It's all about them. How they will feel. Yeah, good typing. Right, how they will feel. So once you have your blog all fleshed out and all your this is the bit that takes the time is the blog itself, because you have to have it nicely formatted, all the nice words in there, and really get your message across. I'm just showing you the kind of mechanics of how to get a blog up on your website. So it's pretty straightforward so far. Then number 4 on my 9 steps is any other links or promotions in the blog or in the footer. So on your blog page, there'll be your blog, and you can the blog is to attract people, and depending on what sort of marketing you're doing will depend on how you're going to have your promotions or your links in there. Now maybe you're linking to a product or a product page. So what you can do, I'll put my glasses on for this so I don't keep mistyping and things. If we go to the solution, I highly recommend this product. And there are a few different things you can do, but one of them will be an embedded link. So this thing here is a link. So I've highlighted the text, click on the link, and you can put in here the link to your product page. Now I think, let's see if it will actually pick up my pages in here. It's thinking, hopefully. There we go. So there's some pages in here. These are actually posts. Okay. Anyway, so maybe I was linking to a post. So it puts in there the link, and it didn't work, did it? What happened there? Okay, the link's still in there. Yeah. Okay, so the links, you now see that the link has gone orange because I have my website set up so that the link is always a different color, and you can tell WordPress what color you want your link to be. So this allows the person who's reading the blog post to see that's a link. You probably see it mostly in blue. Blue is the kind of the default color. So now when people are reading the blog and they click on this link, it will take them through to the other web page. Maybe it's a product page, maybe it's a service page, a service you're offering. It could be any number of things. That depends on your marketing. So you can link to web pages, you can link to products, services. What you can also do, I'll show you something else. You can actually, we'll do that in the next one. So you can put a promotion or a link also in the image. So we can do an image in inside, depending on what sort of builder you're using, we can have an image, a featured image. Now, where's my image? A featured image here. And if you're doing a web page, you can have an image with a link directly from that image. So when you click on the image, it takes you to the product or whatever it is you're talking about in your web page. Now, I don't know if you can actually add images to the blog. You would think so, but I haven't actually done that. Okay, so let me show you an image. Images are really good, especially in blogs, because blogs are very visual, and it's important to make it look aesthetic so that it looks nice as you're scrolling through. Also, keep your words quite spaced out. Don't have big chunks of text like paragraphs because they just look scary. People don't want to read it. People are so used to nowadays just reading a couple of lines at a time with lots of white space. Right, so let's get an image. This is what I was in Mentors before. So I'm inside the Mentors platform. There's lots of free images available. You can also pay for images, which will give you slightly better quality images and maybe more selection, but there's plenty of free images. Just be careful when you use free images that they are free, because often there'll be images on the internet which are quite easy to grab and use, but they might be copyrighted, in which case you'll get in a lot of trouble. But inside Mentors, there is a media drive, which allows you to grab all the free ones on the internet. So we just click on here. Oh, add new. Sorry, add new. So we're going to do. Let's look for online business and happy. God, there's a domestic going on there. If you can't hear that. Online business happy. So these are all the free images that are online, and let's find one that you're going to find quite interesting and looks good to your blog. Right, let's have a look. Let me just I feel like calm down. Let's find a nice picture. Some people looking. That woman there looks very happy on their online business. So maybe that's the one we want to do. So we select it, and we can now. Hang on. Let's have a look. Come on, Zoom. Okay. Is my window gone? Oh, over here. Sorry. Right. Just one. Okay. So we've got this one here, which will now be in my media drive, which I can go to here. Where's it gone? There it is. Okay, so from here I can download it. So I download it to my hard drive. I'll stick it in my homeschool project, which is where we are, images and online and happy. It's some of those keywords that I use. Just leave it as that. So it's a JPEG, and then we can then use that inside our website. So we've got a featured image here, which we can select. We can upload it. Select files from my homeschool project images. So called online and happy. There it is. That's our image. So this is going to be a featured image. This is going to be the one that's actually at the top of the image of the blog, which is going to look really nice when it's when the blog's published. So we can do our SEO in here if you like. We can make that all good, but that's not that important for this. So we have an image in there. So images are always good, and they've got to convey what we're talking about. There's a very happy lady on a computer, online business. Right, good. Hopefully you're still with me. And we can, so I was talking about links, links and promotions. We can also, have a footer in here. So in here, click up here, is it? Plus we can have a, we can put in a, where is it? There's a divider somewhere, separator, that'll do. And then we can, where's it gone? Down there. So we might have put your website and other links in there. So here is my Facebook page. And again, you can just put links in there. You can highlight that, make a link, and then link that to your Facebook page. So that people, when they've finished your blog, so you finished, okay. So you finish your blog, you sign it off. Maybe you sign off with your name like I do, or you just say wishing you all the best. Then you have your divider. Here's my Facebook page, here's my Instagram page, and you can put quite a few links in the bottom there, which people can also use once they finish reading your blog to follow you more in the future, to kind of spread your where these people can follow you. So that's pretty cool as well. Now, so we've done that image, number 5. Number 6, tags for SEO. So we've kind of, I've given you a very basic outline here of your post, and I'm going to do a save draft. Preview. So a quick look. Just generating a preview of how our post is going to look. Okay, so it does the hard work for us. This on the right here is something else I've added in there, which is a separate widget for the website. Nothing to do with the post as such, but it's on every post. We'll have this on the right hand side. How an online business gives you your best life. You can then have this is the text you put in there with our link, because you see it goes into a hand. And that's the link to the other page, which I had. I'll just click on that and show you. That'll just flick straight across to another post I did before. There's a typical post. As you see in the footer here, I've got some more interesting stuff, more links that they can click. Are we doing a new page? Or yep, no, that's the one. Okay, let's go back to our preview page. Yes, that's how it will look, and it does all the rest of it by itself. It puts the comments in there by itself. It has other blogs in there. It has the recent posts over here on the right. All that's set up automatically. All we're worried about is the actual post itself. And here it is. Now, let's have a quick look at tags for SEO. So we'll just close that down. And here we've already saved the draft. I'm not going to publish it, so we will go back. Actually, we can do the SEO in here. So tags. These are the tags which people SEO search engine optimization. This is where people are searching for things on the internet, and they're looking for certain subjects. And if your post is popular, then you'll come up in the list of the search results. But the way that the search engine knows how to find you, and that you are talking about certain themes in your post, is you have this these tags in here. So for these tags, I might put in here online business. So people searching for online business may be showing this blog. People looking to find out how to create their best life, your best life. So you put these tags in here, which helps the search engines find your blog. Okay, pretty cool. That's your tags. Now, what we'll do is we'll save it again, and we'll get out of here and go back to something else I'll show you. So there are plenty of other settings in here you can play with, but I'll just show you the key ones right now. Obviously, getting the first blog set up is pretty tricky, but once you have the first blog done, it's quite easy just to. You'll see here when we go to one. You've got to clone, so you just clone it. So basically, you create an exact copy of a previous blog, and you just go and change the title, change the image, change the text, and it saves one about all those other little things which you which you might have to do again, which will save you time. So we also have a quick edit. These are the posts we've had on this website. How to Run a Business gives you your best life. So from here we can actually change the title. We can change the author. Got a category here. I can categorize Isabella's daily, which is my daughter's daily blog. And when I do a blog, I do Dad's perspective. So that's my that's my category, if you like. So people who come to this website and look for information as a parent on what sort of thing I'm putting out there, they can click on this category and they can just see my posts. If it's a child that wants to keep in touch with what Isabella's doing on a daily blog, then they can just select that category. That's what categories are for. Over here, the tags. These are the tags I just put in: online business and your best life. And you can also put in other tags in there if you want to, copy them from other ones, from other blogs you've done. You might find other useful tags which I think will be useful for this blog. Status is draft. I'm not going to publish this because it's not finished, obviously. And this is how you make sure that everything is looking good. Right category, right author. I'll say right author because there's two of us, my daughter and myself. So the blog needs to show who the author is. Now, this is another very important part. Check and double check all text and links for errors. All text and links for errors. So it's worth spending a little bit of time doing this because we don't want to publish something to the World Wide Web with errors in it. So how do we do that? One of the best tools I use is a Chrome extension called Grammarly, which is up here in the top corner. Grammarly. And if we go to edit again because we need to edit, so we'll just cancel that. We go to edit. Now inside Grammarly is a Chrome extension, so anything inside the Chrome browser it will pick up, or most things. If you go to pay for the better version, that's when you can have it work in your Word documents and that sort of thing. But for Chrome browser, this is a good tool. So if I type in something here, it's going to pick it up. I'll pick it up. We've got a spelling mistake there because the Mac has picked up the fact that it's spelled incorrectly. Grammarly can be a little bit tricky sometimes. But what I also do is something interesting I'll quickly show you. I'll just drag this across. So what we have here is I use inside my Gmail, I just have something called spell checker. I'm sure there's other ways to do it. What I can do is I can select all this, I can paste it into my spell checker email, and you'll just pick up, there's a Grammarly thing down the bottom here, and it's found one error. So where would that be? Underline it in red somewhere, hopefully. Can't find it. Let's spell that wrong. Go on, Grammarly. Okay, so it's found the error. So you go on here, click it, and it corrects it. So this is what I use to find any spelling or grammar mistakes. It's not 100%, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So I use Grammarly and just proofreading it yourself, just to make sure it's all looking good. All right. So double check and also check all your links. So it's quite common to just rush it out and forget to check your links. So check every single link, publish it, or publish it preview it as a draft, and check every single link in there to make sure they go to where you expect them to go to. Nothing more embarrassing than getting something on your post on your website which doesn't have the links in there that you thought they did, and go to the wrong place. And then step 9 is publish it. Publish it, and then it'll come out same as this preview, and it'll be on your website. And now you've created your amazing blog. So there you go. That's it, basically. It's a 9-step process, 9 steps I've thought of, which means you can start to blog on your website. Again, why you want to blog, the information you want to get out on your blog, how you're helping people. But this is kind of the mechanics of it, and shows you that it's pretty straightforward. The first one will take you a while, might take you 2 or 3 hours, because you've got to get all this other stuff set up, like this thing here on the right hand side, this opt-in form I have. You might have all these things on the footers. Let's actually go to blogs. Is it going to do it for me? I'm in preview mode. Maybe not in preview. Oh, there we go. So this is the one I looked at before. So you just set this up. You just set up your widgets on the side for your recent posts and your categories. Get the footer all done correctly, and get it all good. So there we go. That's how to get a blog up on your website, and it's not that tricky. Once you've got it once, you can probably knock them out in an hour or so, depending on how much content you want to put in, how much research you have to do, and that kind of thing. So you found that useful. Let me stop the share and come back to me. Yes. Are there any questions? Anything in the chat? No? You got any questions, Carl? No? Okay. Well, I hope you found that useful. It's good fun writing blogs. If you like writing, then writing blogs is great fun. Pretty straightforward, as you can see. If you have little things like SEO you need to start learning about, but getting the blog out, it's not that tricky, as you can see. The tools we have nowadays and the facilities we have, like free images and all that kind of stuff, makes life pretty easy for us, which is what it's all about. Good. How you found it? Good. I'll catch up with you next week. You have a great day and a great week, and I'll be speaking to you soon. All right, take care.